Hi, so someone asked if I could share more about how I came out of this quote unquote church. So before I was in this church that was all about the prophets and apostles, I was just in a small country church that taught Bible. Then after some time in that church, some friends of ours invited us to their church. And what was appealing was the music was way better than just like some piano and hymns. And then we had small children and there were young couples there. So that was appealing to us as well. I was a very baby Christian then. We were really active and we were children's ministry volunteers. We were in there though every Sunday, and we would actually do a church service for like 60 to 100 children. My husband was also involved in the worship team. All the, like laying on of hands or praying in tongues, prophetic words, all that kind of stuff was very normal to us. I never questioned anything because this is what the pastors had taught us all along. I had never had any reason to question it. Well, my husband, he used to have long hair and he decided to grow his hair out, but the leaders had a problem with that, and they told my husband that he needed some counseling because he was going through an identity crisis. Even though he was really hurt by it and everything, he's like, okay, maybe I'm not seeing something. So he went to counseling with their leader counseling. It was like a husband and wife. And after he went through the counseling with them, they didn't find anything wrong, but that wasn't good enough for the pastor. So then the pastor had me and my husband go to counseling with the associate pastor and his wife. And it was weird because we were friends with them. Well, they didn't find anything wrong either. And it was weird because during this time, other people that we were friends with in the church and we worked closely with, like in the children's ministry, the same thing was happening to them. And then we'd also see people disappear. And not much was really said about it, but we were just told, don't talk to them. Even one of the associate pastors that had counseled my husband, he all of a sudden disappeared. But we really cared about them, so we asked. Apparently, the pastor found problems with them as well and asked them to leave. And they were supposed to not talk to anybody and don't say anything at all about why they left. Stay tuned for part 2 and let me know if anything like this has happened to you before.